Hi, my name is Alice Lee, and I am a Master of Fine Arts student at Houston Baptist University. My art is basically about heroines in magical other worlds. My family immigrated from Vietnam when I was 4 years old, and I really felt out of place in America. It was really different from the world I was used to. Everybody spoke English. I was so struggling to learn the language when I was here, and also the culture was very different. In my community, the Vietnamese community, there's a lot of pressure to succeed in a very restrictive way. Growing up, I became really interested in the arts, and my parents totally were against that. My freshman year in college, I enrolled to be a biology major to try to go down the path they wanted me to, but I wasn't happy. I spent my nights after school just drawing and painting, doing whatever I wanted that made me happy. And I finally decided my sophomore year to change my major to art. I started drawing these women who were very strong, in control. They were beautiful and smart, and they had control over their own destinies. And that's what I wanted for myself. My art basically stemmed from these heroines that I'd make up in my mind in these fantasy worlds. I'm from Vietnam, and I definitely feel that where I come from shows through my work. A lot of my work is inspired by Asian art, Japanese, Chinese, and Vietnamese, and a lot of the stories that I'm inspired by in my paintings are from Asian mythology and folklore. This painting is called Futakuchi Onna. It's Japanese for a two-mouthed woman. It's inspired by a Japanese folk tale about a woman who is possessed by a yokai, which is the Japanese word for demon or monster. This monster makes her really hungry, so she keeps eating and eating and eating, and she never gets fat because the monster, it stays in the back of her head and it just eats everything that she eats. So one day her husband is really suspicious. He spies on her when she's cooking some food, and he sees like her hair part in the back of her head, and his mouth opens up and consumes all of the food that she has. This painting is called Snowflower. It's a mix of paper collage and acrylic paint. I drew the figures out on a piece of watercolor paper, and I painted them in acrylic and ink, and I cut them out and glued them onto this background of collage. This painting is about a story that I made up on my own. It's about a princess who goes on this quest to find her lost father, and she meets this prince, and he has a curse on him where during the day he has the head of a lion, but at night he transforms back to his original form. So in this painting, they get lost in a huge forest of trees in the snow, and they are exhausted and they're trying to figure out what to do next. I do art because it is who I am, pretty much. I grew up always interested in art. I was the girl at recess drawing on the ground with my chalk instead of playing on the swings or the slides. So it's always been a part of me, and I think I can never get away from it.